In the last class, we had already learned the types of groups, abelian group and non-abelian group, cyclic groups. Okay, now it's next. What we have to do is, we are given a molecule. We have to find out in which point group that particular molecule belongs to. Okay, how will we find out which point group that molecule belongs to? There is a flow chart. This, you don't need to study this flowchart. This is just for your reference. You just need to study or by heart the point groups of those simple molecules mentioned in your syllabus. Okay, this is a bit in detail. I just want you to refer this. In case you are interested, you can go through it. Otherwise, it's okay. I've just put it here for your reference. Okay, how do we determine the point group of a molecule? First, what we do is, when we get a molecule, we'll check if the molecule is linear, okay, or not. If it is linear, then why? That is yes. If the molecule is linear, then next question is, does it have a center of inversion? Okay, if it has a center of inversion, that particular molecule belongs to the D infinity H point group. Okay, then and what if it doesn't have, if it is linear and it doesn't have a center of inversion? That is in the case of HCl. HCl molecule is linear, but it does not have center of inversion. Then it belongs to C infinity V point group. Whereas D infinity H is, you have homonuclear diatomic molecules, H2, N2, O2. Okay, all those molecules, or acetylene, all these molecules have are linear and they have center of inversion. Then they belong to the D infinity H group. And what if it is not linear? Then we have to go for the next question. Does it have two or more CN axes? Okay, we have to check for if there are two or more CN axes where N should be greater than 2. That is, it should have two or more C3, C4, C5, etc. axes of symmetry. What if it doesn't have two or more CN axes? We have to check, does it have at least one CN axis? Okay, and if it has at least one CN axis, yes. Are there n C2 axes perpendicular to the principal axis? Okay. If it has n C2 axis perpendicular to the principal axis, then is there a horizontal mirror plane? So now let's move on to what's in your syllabus. There is determination of point groups of simple molecules. Point groups of simple molecules. The first one is elements of symmetry of water molecule. We already know there is identity element E, C2 axis, and there are two sigma V planes. Okay, so if there is E, C2 and 2 sigma V, the molecule belongs to the C2V point group. Okay, the molecule belongs to C2V point group. In general, we can say if a particular molecule has identity element E, Cn axis and N sigma V. Identity element E, then Cn axis and N number of sigma V planes, then that molecule will belong to CNV. Here it is E, C2, 2 sigma V, so the molecule belongs to C2V point group. Next molecule you need to study is acetylene. We already know that it has identity element E, C infinity, infinite C2 perpendicular to C infinity. Then we have a sigma V plane, sigma H plane and center of symmetry. Okay, then that molecule belongs to D infinity H. Okay, almost all the simple molecules belong to capital C. The capital D notation comes when when there is, you have a CN axis and NC2, you have a CN axis and you have NC2 axis perpendicular to that CN axis. Okay, you have a principal axis of a particular order, uh, that is Cn, and you have n number of C2 axis perpendicular to that C infinity, perpendicular to that principal axis, then the notation is D. I forgot to tell you one thing. The point groups are denoted by Schoenflies symbols. Schoenflies symbols. Okay. So here we have D infinity H. Next element of symmetry of ammonia, we know there is E, C3 and 3 sigma V. This is similar to the water molecule E, Cn, N sigma V. So the molecule belongs to C3V point group. Next one, here we have the symmetry elements of BF3. Here we have identity element E, C3, 3 C2 perpendicular to C3, 3 sigma V and sigma H. Here also it's similar to acetylene. We have E, Cn, N C2 perpendicular to C3 or Cn. Then the notation will be capital D. And here, from where did we get this infinity? Infinity is from C infinity. Okay, and H is because it has a horizontal plane of symmetry, so it is D infinity H. See, here also there is NC2 perpendicular to the principal axis or Cn, so the notation will be capital D. Then we have C3, so it should be D3, and here there is horizontal plane, so D3H. Next is elements of symmetry of tetracyanonickel ion. It is square planar, we know. We have identity element E, C4, 4 C2 perpendicular to C4, 4 sigma V, sigma H and I. Here also there is a Cn axis, that is C4, and 4 C2 perpendicular to C4. Therefore, it will be denoted by the letter capital D, and here it is fourfold axis, so it should be D4, and here there is sigma H, so it should be D4H. Next is benzene. Here we have E, C6, 6 C2 perpendicular to C6, 3 sigma V, sigma H, 3 sigma D, and identity element, center of inversion I. Here also, here there is C6 and 6 C2 perpendicular to C6. So the point group is denoted by capital D, and it is sixfold axis. It has a sixfold axis, so it should be D6. D6. Here there is sigma H, so it is D6H. Okay, that's the point groups of simple molecules you need to study. Here, coming back to this slide, now you can see, I want to just show you how we have got that D infinity H, and I want to show you how we have got that D N H. So first we have checked if the molecule is linear. In the case of acetylene, it was linear. Then we have checked if it has a center of inversion. It has a center of inversion, and hence the molecule belongs to D infinity H. Okay, next we have other molecules which were not linear. Then we have to check if it has 2 or more Cn axis with n greater than 2. We didn't have any such molecule. Then we have checked if the molecule has a Cn axis. The molecules BF3 has a C3 axis, tetracyanonickel ion has C4 axis, and so on. So here the answer was yes. Okay, then we have checked, are there NC2 axis perpendicular to the principal axis? Okay, in all those cases we had it, so it is yes. Then we have checked if there is a horizontal mirror plane, that is sigma H. If it has sigma H, then the molecule belongs to the DNH group. That's how we got D3H, D4H, D6H. Okay. I'm not explaining the rest of all these because it's quite confusing. You don't need to study that now. This is just for your reference. Okay.